And because of the nature of the net, everyone starts to see it, and we think we put it on 10 blogs, and then it was, by the end of the week, literally, it was on about 200 to 300 blogs. And then it was on Wired. And for me, this headline, you know, is like manna from heaven. It's like, if we could write a headline, that's what we would want. And but Wired don't allow us to use it in press releases. But apart from that, I can show it in lectures. So Mixer updates a mixtape and does it right. And for us, that was great. And we start then exporting them around the world. And you know, packaging is now usually we're employed to do a website, and the packaging, we had a chance to influence the packaging, the whole user experience from beginning to end, and the opening of a package is all part of the user experience. And now we had a chance to influence that. And for us, that was very exciting. Remember, we're a web design company, or essentially that's where we started. So we designed all the branding, et cetera, et cetera. It was really lo-fi back then. And we got this tape that had stripes on it because we didn't want to spend any money on printed boxes at that time. Again, it was all toe in the water. And we were shipping all over the world, from like Alaska to Anchorage. And we got a big map in MN and we stamped the Mixer love heart on the country we've exported to, you know, which tells everyone in the office how well we're doing and stuff. And the packaging, as I say, it's really, really important. So I always get infused when I see stuff like this. This is nothing to do with our products, but this is absolutely about user-centered design. There's a bookshop in Southport, where I live, which is like a posh Blackpool. And this guy is an antiquarian bookshop, and when you walk in it, you instantly feel intelligent. It's like shelves like as far as you can see going to the sky with books, and then you walk up these windy stairs and there's books on the stairs, and the guy stood there in his waistcoat and he looks really clever, and they've got an open fire for fuck's sake in a bookshop. So obviously he's a bit crazy. Well, I like him already. So you go in there and you buy a book, and you think, how has this guy survived when there's Waterstones down the road who are like 20% cheaper all the time across every range he's selling? And he hasn't lowered his prices to compete. He's realized that it's about that brand experience. Now, I don't think he's ever had brand consultants come in or sat down and go, what is my brand? He just sort of knows it, because essentially it's him. But the really cool bit is, when you buy a book, he takes it over to this roll of brown paper that's on the wall, and there's this weird string contraption he's invented. And he wraps it in brown paper and string, and you just go, wow. You know, suddenly the book, the thing that you're buying, is actually secondary to the actual product as a whole, as the experience as a whole. So now, when you open it up, it's not just about the end thing, the products at the end, it's actually about the opening as well. It's really, really important, and that's all part of the experience. And for us, we sort of leverage these kind of things that we see every day into our design, and these little details are what really matters. Now, you may think, these are the details that only designers see, which is total rubbish, because when you open an iPhone box or anything made by Apple, or crumpler bags, you know, the beautiful attention to detail on the swing tags, really, really important that someone has thought about that stuff. You know, do people who buy this stuff actually notice them? Of course they do. And so much so, it's stuff like this. This is a guy on Flickr who, we don't know him, he bought our products, and he put 24 shots of the packaging on Flickr. 24! It's like, I haven't taken 24 shots of the packaging, for God's sake. So, and this to me, this is just as important as the Wired thing. And it's one guy, and you know what? There's 17 views. I don't care. It might end up as 1,000 views. But the fact that he's on there and he's taken these, and very beautiful shots as well. Sorry? And he's Chinese as well, yeah. So, you know, it's beautiful, and he notices these things. So that's why it's really important. So from that, we see things like that, and then it empowers our design. We see how these users are using it and what they really buy into. And And then we redesigned the packaging because now we think we could be onto something here, and we see how the people are actually using this thing and what the sort of things that they buy into. And so we redesign it all, trying to keep the whole lo-fi feel of it. But the whole packaging is done, so it's the whole process. It's that whole brown paper and string thing. So when you open it up, the Love Heart logo is like the first thing that greets you. We've cut down on the text, so there's your mixer, you plug it in, so there's a USB lead in case you need it. And then as you pull the tape out, there's stickers underneath that you didn't notice first of all. So another little surprise, and it's like, again, makes you happy. You pull that out, and then when you pull this, so you then got to take the cardboard out to get to the stickers, and then when you take the stickers out, there's a message underneath that says, "This is not a box of chocolates, move on." So it's kind of, I thought it was funny, you lot don't, but I need to get out more and get more mates. So, and now, of course, because of the success of it and everything that the users have told us, they said, "God, I wish it could slide in and out." And we said, "Yeah, we can't afford it, but now we can." And we did a slidey, in the same way, inspired by the James Brown slide, we've now got a USB that slides in and out. And it's a fully tooled product. And the final thing that I'll leave you with, we've got 20 seconds left. The final thing is 6 weeks after the original launched, Sony called us up and said, "We need to talk." And I just went, "Fuck off." So I'll leave you with that. Thank you very much.